Well, hey, you guys, welcome back to another weekly video here at Childcare Business Executive Tools. My name is Ashley Benz. I am your Childcare Business Strategy Consultant, and I am absolutely thrilled to be here today. So what we're going to be talking about today is getting started, understanding government departments. And I'm going to be sharing some stories with you today in regards of my experience with working with different, the government and all that good stuff. And so we'll get into all of those things here in a few minutes. I'm going to scoot this over just because I feel like it is cutting my hands off. So what I'm going to do here really quickly is I'm going to go ahead and share this out with my community group. And as you are coming in, just please let me know that you can hear and see me okay. Please say hello to me and all those good things. And then we are going to jump right in to this topic. And I think that this is really going to help you understand what you're up against, literally. Okay. And these are things that, I wish someone would have told me. So let me go ahead and get this shared out with my group. And we are going to get started. Let's see here. I want to make sure. Yes. Okay. As you're coming in, if you can just say hello to me, let me know that you can hear and see me okay, that we don't have any tech issues. Also, if you can tell me where you are coming in from. And if you're new, I forgot to say this, but we always bring something to sip on while we are doing our weekly videos. I always tell everybody that this is your time to invest in yourself and to spend time gaining more information about how to run a successful childcare business. Okay, so grab you something to drink, get you a pen, get you some paper, and while you're doing that, I'm going to share this out with my group, and then we'll get started here. Okay, so let me get over to my page here. Let me do a refresh because that's the only way it's going to let me get this information out. And also, how are you doing? How's your day going? How is the weather? I know I always ask that. We always do a weather check, and the reason why is because I like to travel, and so I always like to know where everybody's from, and also what's the weather there. So it's just, I don't know, one of my things, what's the weather. Here it is in the 60s. It's in the middle 60s. It's sunny today and a little bit warmer. So definitely spring is definitely trying to creep itself in here, and I cannot wait because my time of the year is spring and summer. That's my thing. I love the spring and the summertime. All right, here we are. As you're coming in, please say hello. Let me know where you're coming in from. And also, let me tell you the reason why you need to do that is because of the simple fact that you need to train Facebook's algorithm to show you my stuff, okay? And the way that you do that is when you hop on one of my videos, you need to engage with it. You need to like it, share it, love it, whatever. Say hello. Do something with this video, because if you don't, then what you're telling Facebook's algorithm is that, I don't know if I'm really that interested in Ashley Benz's stuff. So if you want to see my stuff, then you need to train some Facebook. That's what you need to do. All right, let me get in here. Let me share this out in my group. You guys that are normals here, I cannot multitask, so I'm not even going to try to do that. So yes, let me just do one thing at a time, and then you will have my undivided attention. Once again, as you're coming in, please let me know where you're coming in from. Say hello. And we're going to get started. Oh, let me put join me. Yeah, join me live. Join me live. Okay. Because we are live. And put this in here. And we're going to get started. There we go. Join me live. Getting started. One. Okay, perfect. Let me make sure. Yeah, post in my group. All right, we are all set there. Let me do a check really quick too. Okay, hopefully I'm not having any issues. I don't think I am. I think we're good. All right, you guys. So getting started, understanding government departments. Again, for anyone that is new to me, my name is Ashley Benz. I am a Childcare Business Strategy Consultant. I'm the founder and creator of Childcare Business Executive Tools. And basically what I do is I actually help people that are trying to start a childcare business, or if you are already in business, but I help you fill in those gaps, right? I help you fill in the blanks area. And basically what that looks like, or what that means, is that whatever issues you're struggling with, I've got a plan for you. Okay, I can help you with those things, and help you overcome those things, and set the right things in place so that you can move past wherever that stuck mode is. So I work with owners all over the world. It's funny because tomorrow is, I'll be celebrating 3 years in business of doing this, and it's been an amazing journey. It's been an amazing ride. There's been ups, there's been downs. There's times I have no idea what I'm doing, but I just go for it. And I think today, as we kind of get towards into the meat of today's topic, I'm going to be kind of giving you a little bit of that push and motivation too. You just got to do it. Sometimes you just have to just go for it, do it, and everything usually will work out the way that it's supposed to. So, all right, you guys, let me get over my notes here. Make sure I'm in the right location. Yes, and for somebody that's new, you might be asking, well, what qualifies me to actually do this? Well, I actually owned, operated, ran, and directed a childcare business for 10 years. And there is nothing that I have not seen or something similar to it. I was talking to a client the other day, and she was like, Ashley, before we start, she was like, I do not want you to go run in the woods with everything that I'm getting ready to tell you what's happening. So I was like, I'm not going anywhere. Just lay it on me. I can handle it. And so yeah, there's really nothing that I don't think I have not dealt with or seen running a childcare business. So before we jump in, again, we're going to be talking about getting started, understanding government departments. But before we jump in, I do want to say this video is sponsored by my signature program, which is How to Get Started Academy. We are now officially in open enrollment for our spring 2019 How to Get Started Academy virtual live version. Okay. The classes actually begin on April the 8th. So just right around the corner, you guys, we're going to be hopping in and getting started with the things that we've got to do. And so to kick that off, I am doing a free 4-part live training titled Childcare Business Startup Roadmap Guide. It is hosted inside of a pop-up group that I'm doing here on Facebook. And what I'll do is I will leave the link down below for anybody that's not familiar with that, or you would like to register for that. You can hop on in. We just wrapped up on Monday. We just wrapped up our first day of training. And we've been doing a little bit of engagement inside of the pop-up group. And then tomorrow we'll be doing day 2 of training tomorrow. So I would love to have you in there. It's a great place for you to kind of just get a lot of your questions answered, because I know that some of you all that are trying to get started, you just have a lot of questions. And so just come on up in there. I'm going to help you answer those questions. And at the end of the trainings, you will definitely have clarity on like what your specific next step is. Okay. All right. So who is the Academy for? It is for anyone trying to start a childcare business and you are struggling with having a plan. You don't have any clarity on where to begin. It's almost like you've got these pieces, right? It's almost like a puzzle, and you've got pieces that are just kind of laid out, but you don't know how to put this thing together where it makes sense. Okay. So inside of the Academy, I've got you covered. I've got the plan. I've got it laid out. I've done all the work. All you got to do is come in and we work together, and you can have your childcare business. You'll know exactly what to do to have your childcare business up and running. Okay. So as always, I always love to share any type of testimonies or reviews. I get emails all the time. I get Facebook messages. I wish there was an app or some kind of a software, and if anybody knows of any of this, please let me know, that has like where you can have all of your messages in one area. Because I get emails that come in. I got 2 different email accounts. I have an Instagram. I got Instagram DMs. I've got the Facebook Messenger, and then I have people that will sometimes message me on my personal page, and it's like they're all scattered all over the place. But anyway, whenever I do get these messages that come in, and I love to share. So this is from my dear, sweet friend, Gail. And Gail is a loyal here at Childcare Business Executive Tools. She's usually on the videos. I'm not for sure she's on here today. Hi, Olga. How are you? And so so glad that you're joining. And so anyway, this is what me and her actually been emailing back and forth this week. I've just kind of been answering some questions for her and things like that. And so this is what she says. She says, thank you. Feel like I know you like we're friends. Isn't that wild? Well, here's the thing about it, Gail. We are friends, okay? And you got, like, this is the crazy thing about, about me doing this. Let me just tell you guys this. If you're a part of my community, I know who you are. It really reminds me of like being in, it almost kind of reminds me of like school, and like when I was back in high school, although it's a huge school, but like, I'm really good with faces. But it's like, even though I might not have had classes with that person or whatever, but I will see them in the hallways. Well, with my community, you guys, I know who you are. If you're active, if you're engaged, if you pop in, if you're on these videos and you are engaged, I know who you are. Okay. And so, yes, we are friends. Okay. We are friends. But anyway, she says, thank you. Feel like I know you, like we're friends. Isn't that wild? God bless you for using your gift to help children. I know your help will save money, time, and effort. Childcare is a hot mess around here. I hope to bring some light. Gail, you have already brought light, honey. And I am so proud of you. And I'm so blessed that we have been connected. So anyway, always love to share that. And hey, listen, if you want me to share anything, all you got to do is send me an email, do me a Facebook message, hit me up on Instagram, DMs. And I would love to share and give you a shout out as well. So, all right. Hi, Nicole. Hello, everybody. Hi, Chelsea. How are you? All right, y'all. Are y'all ready? Getting started understanding government departments. All right, so let's go ahead and get in some of the business stuff that we've got to talk about today. Again, if you're new, get comfortable. Grab you something to sip on. Today, I am drinking some Simply Lemonade. I love their lemonade. I wish I could make it myself. I don't know what they do to the recipe. It is amazing. So guess what? If you can't make it, go buy it, right? So, all right. So I really want to kind of start off by talking about my story that I have lots of stories, but this one in particular with the government that I dealt with when I ran my childcare business. And so, again, just a really quick backstory, I started when I was 21 and I was literally green to business in general, like just right over my head, right? I remember getting a letter from the city, okay, that stated that, hey, we recognize that you are running and operating a business, but you're not licensed with us. So you need to get licensed with us, right? And I'm like, oh, man, I had no idea. Nobody told me that I needed a license to operate like this little bitty, because at the time, I started out in my home and I was like 3 kids. I didn't know I had to have a license for that or to even, have what it's called here in my city of Bowling Green, Kentucky, which is where I'm at. It's called an occupational license to operate, right? So I was like, okay, cool, no problem. Here it is. I'm good to go, right? Good to go. Hi, Farton. How are you? Hi, Tamara. And so anyway, I operated for about 2.5 years, and then another letter came from another government department, right? And then I got another letter and another letter. And so over the course of about the first 5 to 6 years I was in business, I kept getting these letters from these different departments. Okay. But there was one letter, you guys, that was really, honestly, I just kind of felt like it was like a slap in the face. It was a slap in the face kind of a letter, right? And what was a slap in the face about it is that yes, it was due to my lack of knowledge. Okay, so I'm going to share this with you guys, and some of y'all have heard this story before. But I had gotten a letter. I never forget this day, ever. Will I ever forget this day? And I had gotten a letter, and I think, I don't know. It's, you know how you got some stories and some of it's vague, but here's what I remember. I remember there was a note on the door from the post office. So, like if you are, it's a certified letter. So, like if you're not at home, and then what they'll do is and it's a certified letter. Well, they will leave you like a little slip that says it's a pink slip. And it says, hey, come down here. We've got a letter for you. We came by, you wasn't home. And so, hi, Gail. How are you? There's Gail. I was just talking about you, Gail. So anyway, so I'm like, okay, cool. I'll run down to the post office. I'll go get this letter. So I got there, went up there and told them, I gave them the pink slip, told them who I was, whatever. and they gave me this letter. And I usually, I don't know why I waited to open it up in the car, because usually like I'll go out in the main part of the post office and I'll sit there, they have like a little, little places where you can, if you need to put something together in envelopes and stamps. And so I usually will go there, but for some reason on this day I was like, no, I'm just gonna go to my car. I'm glad I did. I'm sure glad I went to my car. So I opened up this letter, you guys, and it was from the state of Kentucky. And they had told me that I owed them, okay, $10,000. And I think it was due within 60 days. It was a short time frame. I owe them $10,000, you guys. $10,000. And the reason for that was due to the fact that I did not have workman's comp on my sister and my mom, okay, when I had gotten started. So what they actually did is that they backdated that. Now, I don't know how they found out. I don't really know. The thing is that I didn't know that I would have to have workman's comp on my sister and my mom. It's like if something were to happen to them, why would they sue me? Why would my mom sue me? Why would my sister sue me? So I didn't know that. And sure enough, nobody told me, right? But, and then on top of that, you guys, I mean, it was just like, I'm literally, and I called my husband, I said, Victor, we're done. We're done. There is no way that we're going to come up with $10,000 in 60 days. I said, we're done. So we end up having to get a lawyer, and we had to basically dispute the fine with the state of Kentucky to get them to lower it down. Now, we finally did get that paid off. But the reason why I am sharing this story with you is because this happens to a lot of business owners that are new all the time. And after I had that happen, I was talking to somebody. I don't remember who they were. I just know I remember their story. And they told me that they knew of somebody that it happened to them as well, and that it shut them down, right? Here is what I want you to understand, okay? With you all that are trying to get started. The reason why I'm sharing this story with you, okay, is the fact that understanding government departments is so important, because here is what you must understand. I want you to write this down. They are not here to help you with being successful at business. That is not their job. So some of you all that are thinking that your state, okay, who you've got to get licensed with, is going to come in and help you be successful at running an actual childcare business, not going to happen. That is not what they do. Their job is to ensure that you as a business owner are in compliance with their laws. Okay, that's it. That's what they are there for. So although, yes, it was a lack of knowledge on my part. I was 21 when I got started. Nobody told me these things. But at the same time, that is their job. Now, granted, here's what I don't agree with it, and here's what I don't like about it, is the fact that, what they should have done, this is the way the system should be set up, is that if they do find a business that is operating and they're not in compliance with something, I think that they should give you like some sort of a, hey, we need for you to get this fixed, but if you don't within so-and-so days, then we're going to fine you. But there was no anything like that with me, at least in here in Kentucky. It was either you pay us or you're, I don't know what the consequence, we know what they were going to come in and shut me down, right? So they are not here to help you with being successful at business. So please do not go in thinking that the state, the child care licensing division, your city downtown or anything like that is going to come in and help you be successful at starting your child care business, running one, operating one, all that. That's not their job. They don't do that. Okay. Hi, Sherry. How are you? Another thing, they will not tell you, and it's just what I just stated, they will not tell you what they need from you. They won't tell you that stuff, okay? But what they will do is that they're going to hold you responsible if you're not in compliance, okay? That's exactly what they will do. So they don't do any kind of like, taps on the hands. No, it is straight. You're not in compliance. All right, I'm back. I had a little bit of some issues here. I don't know, saying my phone is saying that my internal storage is low. I'm going to need to get an SD card Meant to do that this weekend, did not. So anyway, let me make sure. Am I still here? Can somebody tell me that we're okay? Or are we frozen? Not for sure. Hang on. Y'all let me know. All right, so anyway, somebody can let me know if we're okay. Good. Thumbs up. Okay, good. We're good. All right. I see the hearts. Thank you so much. So anyway, here is the best way I can explain it to you is that it's just like having a child. Okay? It is just like having a child. And, you know, with that being said, it is against just like a child. When a child turns a certain age, you have to put them in some sort of a school, right? Thank you so much, Sherry, for that thumbs up. Hi, Jessie. How are you, dear? You've got to put your child in some sort of a school. Usually it is 5 years old or 6, depending on, you know, how they do that, right? Because of the fact that it is against the law. It is against the law to not have your child enrolled in a public or state accredited private school. Okay, and that law is called let me see if I can pronounce this right. It is called the compulsory education laws. I looked it up. So just like, you know, if my daughter is 4, when she turns 5 and she is not enrolled in what they have down here, she's not enrolled in a public or state accredited private school, they're going to come for me. Okay. But they don't send, they're not going to send me a letter in the mail that says, hey, your child is 4. Next year, you've got to get her in school, right? That is my job as a parent to ensure and to know what I am supposed to do, okay, to be in compliance with laws. Just like it is your job as a business owner, okay, and when you start your childcare business, or if you're already running one, it is your job to know and to be in compliance with what those laws are, okay? So, in conclusion, what is your plan? What is your plan? Okay, what plan do you have? For those of you that are getting started, I want to know, what plan do you have to ensure that you are basically covering all of your bases? Because I didn't have a plan. Nobody told me anything. They wasn't sending me, like, literally, like, this is what I think needs to happen. As soon as a business is, you know, goes into business, they should send you letters or an email or something. Or even when you go down to get your license, I feel like that person that gives you your license or whatever in the mail, there should be something that comes along with that from all the departments, from the state, the city, the state, and all the federal departments say, hey, we just recognize that you're in business. Here's what we need from you. But they don't do that. That's your responsibility, okay? But again, what they will do is if you're not in compliance, they're going to hold you responsible and you will pay. You will pay. I wish somebody would have told me these things when I got started, okay? Because it took me 6 years to clean up the fact that my business was not legally set up properly. It just wasn't. I mean, we can even go into taxes. Yep, got a good old letter from good old Uncle Sam. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Because I did not have my account set up appropriately, right? Money was coming in and I didn't do anything with it. I didn't manage it properly. And so guess who knocked on my door? Well, the IRS. Yeah, you guys, I'm sharing this stuff with you because I do not want somebody to go through the things I went through. I just don't want it to happen to anybody. Okay? To be honest with you, it shouldn't. It shouldn't happen. Because somebody needs to be out here telling people and sharing this, and that's why I'm here. Okay? That's why I'm here. So in conclusion, what is your plan? Now, these are the key components to launching a successful childcare business. Okay? Funding. You got to understand how much do you need and where you're going to get it from. There is going to be a cost into starting your childcare business. That cost is going to look different for everybody. Okay, everybody has different scenarios. Everybody's starting in different places. You know, so that's going to look different for everybody. But there is going to be a cost to starting one, so you need to understand what that cost is and where you're going to get it from. Profitability, which is something that most people do not do. Okay, which means that you're going to have to run your numbers. If you want to launch a successful childcare business, you will need to be running some numbers. And I don't know what stage you are in right now. I don't know your specific situation, but you need to have something somewhere that shows how you are going to be profitable at doing this. Do not sit here and think, okay? Don't fool yourself to think that you're just going to open your doors and the kids are going to come in and then, you'll kind of figure it out as you go along. That's what I did. I finally did figure it out, but it took me way too long to do that. Okay. And the cost of that, you guys, I mean, I just shared with you guys, I had a monetary cost to that. I had a money, a fine that came in $10,000. And that's just that. I mean, if I go back and add up all the costs that I had with trying to clean up stuff that I did not know, it would have to be maybe close to 30 grand, right? $30,000. Okay. Now that's the money that I needed to maybe get it started. So here is what I'm trying to get you to understand. Do not try to go fast with this thing. Do not try to rush the process, okay? Do not try to do that. Do not try to do that, because if you try to rush the process, really what you're doing is you're just setting yourself up for failure, okay? You want to set your business up to be profitable. And the time to do that is before you open your doors. The other key component to launching a successful childcare business is licensing. So you have to be licensed. I talked to somebody the other day and they told me that they had been running one in their home, not licensed. You guys, you cannot do that. I mean, well, you can, but if something happens to one of those children and you're doing that, you're in trouble. That's all I can say. No, I do not want anybody to do that. Let's just do what we got to do to get your license, okay? But you will have to go through that process. Before you can actually open your doors, you will have to get permission from the state, your specific state, from childcare licensing that says, yes, you are good to go. And that is a paper that they're going to hand to you. It's a license to operate your childcare program. And they come in, they're going to look around, they're going to do whatever they need to do to make sure that it's a safe space for children, okay? Lesson planning and daily activities. You will have to have a plan for that. The days are over, you guys, where you can come in, open up some business, open up a childcare business, and let the kids run wild all day. It is a state requirement, and most states are, all states are going to be parallel. So for most states, I have not seen a state that does not require this, okay? But you will have to have some daily activities planned for these children, and you're going to have some sort of a curriculum. Okay? And you're going to have to get all that stuff together before you open. Because if you don't have it, they're going to come in and ask you, okay, let me see your daily activity schedule, right? You're going to have a lesson plan that's posted. Where's your lesson plan at? They're going to look for those things. And some states have it where they're within the lesson plan, there are criteria that have to be met. Like in the state of Kentucky, there are criteria that have to be met on a lesson plan. There's some developmental criteria that must be met on a lesson plan. Okay? You're going to have to pull all that stuff together. Legal and entity setup, which we just kind of talked about today. You're going to have to make sure that your childcare business is legal. And not just, because some people just think, oh, well, legal just means that is just, oh, I've got I need to get my license. No. It goes farther than that, right? There are these government departments. And when you think about government departments, you have your city. There's city laws you got to be in compliance with. There's state laws and there's federal laws. Okay? And you have to understand what those are to really be operating a legal business. And last but not least is marketing, right? It's happening to me right now. I have gotten several emails from you guys, and y'all are dealing with some marketing issues. You just opened and you're struggling with enrollment. I had an email that came through the other day, and she says she is nervously struggling with enrollment. Okay? So, as I always say, it is one thing to get your doors open, but it's a whole nother ball game to keep it open. And so the very thing that you have to do in regards of doing a successful launch of a childcare business, the very last thing that I don't want to say the last thing, but this is part of the recipe, is you're going to have to figure out, okay, once I actually get my doors open, how are people going to know about me? How am I going to market? What am I going to do for that? And I will tell you that days are over where flyers and, doing things like that work. I'm not saying they don't work, but those days are pretty much over, okay? Those days are pretty much over. So what you're going to have to understand how to do is online marketing. That's what you'll have to understand how to do. There's also some online and offline strategies, but online is really what you're going to have to understand how to do, okay? So here is what I need for you guys to do is if you, if you want to get more information on this, and let me just put you like this, okay? Let me just break it down, okay? If you don't have a plan, I've got the plan for you. I've already laid everything out. Everything is ready to go, okay? Everything's all organized. I'm ready. So what I need for you to do is I need for you to join me inside of the Spring 2019 How to Get Started Academy. Classes are going to start April the 8th. I'm going to leave that link down below. You guys go over there. When you click on the link, you're going to come to a page. It's going to explain everything that you need to know, how much. It's going to talk to you. Everything is all laid out for you. I'm ready. I'm ready, okay? I am ready to help you. All you've got to do is click that link below when I get finished here and go over to the page. Frequently asked questions are over there. Everything is over there for you, and I am ready to rock and roll. And we start classes on April 8th, and I would love for you to join us, okay? Another thing that you can also do as well is join us inside of the free 4-part live training titled Childcare Business Startup Roadmap Guide. This I'm hosting inside of our pop-up group. I'm going to leave the link down below for you to register for that as well, okay? Classes start April the 8th, you guys, and we're ready, okay? I am ready. I am ready to have some childcare businesses up and running in 2019. I'm ready for you to have a plan and for you to not be all over the place and for you to have clarity. And I've got it. I've got everything ready for you. So, all right, Tiffany. Hi, Tiffany. How are you? Tiffany says, is this class the same as the automation training? No, ma'am. This is not. This is so let me kind of break this down because I've had a lot of questions come in about that. And so this is not for childcare business automation. This is for those that are trying to get started and they have no clue what they're doing. And so that's for that. Tiffany, what I will do is I am going to, let me write your name down. For those of you that are already in business and you are struggling with a lot of stuff, because I already know what that is. I already know what that looks like. Marketing, enrollment, you're not organized, all those good things, you guys. We are going to be working on something of that nature. Right now though, I have to get through the enrollment and the launch of the How to Get Started Academy, and I've got to get my members in and get them settled. And then once we get that finished, then we'll be talking about the Automation Academy. Right now, we don't have any dates on the calendar. There is nothing on my calendar as to when we're going to be opening that up, but we have had a lot of you all to reach out to us. And so it has been talked about, okay, to try to get something open sooner than later. But right now, my focus is the Childcare Business Automation Academy and getting that, the How to Get Started Academy, the Spring 2019 How to Get Started Academy, and getting members situated and settled in there. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to write your name down, Tiffany, and I will reach out to you. Because at this point, I've got a list of people that I have to follow up with, because as you guys have been coming in about the automation, I'm putting you on a list, and I'm going to follow up with everybody that asks about that. So if there is anyone else that is asking about, or you need that, just send me a message in our Facebook Messenger on this page, on the business page, and then I can also make sure that I put you on the follow-up list. Okay. Tiffany says, thank you so much. You are so awesome. Well, thank you so much, Tiffany. I really appreciate that. I'm already established, but I think I could definitely benefit to backtrack and make sure everything was done correctly. I started in 2015. Okay. Yeah. So you are 2015. Okay. So you're, about 3 years, 3 years in business. Yeah. Okay, Tiffany. So let me get your name down, Tiffany. Okay. I got your name down, Tiffany. And I will send you a message, okay, just so I can make sure to get some information from you. I'm not for sure if I have the information I need or anything like that, but I'll get with you on that. So, all right, y'all. Yes. Links are going to be down below. Again, the Spring 2019 How to Get Started Academy classes start April 8th. And I forgot to mention this too. This is an 8-week program. It is live, okay? Live meaning that I am going to be live inside the program. So we have, you have, what you do is when you come in, you have everything that you need in regards to the modules. So the modules are there and they get released weekly. And then every week I come in live. We've got a lot of activities that we're going to be doing inside of the members only support group. So I am so excited. I cannot wait until April 8th so we can get started and get our sleeves up and start rolling on some things. So with that being said, you guys, I've got links down below. If you are watching this from YouTube, please be sure to like this video. Be sure that you hit the subscribe button and be sure that you hit the little bell that will notify you when these are loaded up. You guys can meet me here every Wednesday between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. Central Standard Time is when I hop on here. And I love doing this, you guys. I absolutely love doing this. I am married to my work, which is something I've always been married to my work, but anyway, I just love doing this. I'm sitting here, my mind's I'm getting ready to go down a rabbit hole. So let me get off of here, you guys. I have got to do some, we're continuously wrapping up everything, putting that little bow on it and all those good things. So anyway, I really appreciate each and every one of you all. And I just want to tell you guys that I thank you. I know that you guys will say that to me all the time. You're awesome. Or Gail says, I feel like I know you and we're friends and all those good things. But I just want you to know that I appreciate you. I appreciate you wanting to do this thing right, because there's a lot of people out there, you guys, that just get into this for the money aspect of it. And, I just always say, get into something else. Like if you're just in it for money, there's other ways that you can pull in money and make money and, all that good stuff. But I am so thankful that, I am surrounded by people like you that are in it for the right reasons. Okay. You want to do a good job on the business side of it so that you can ensure that you are putting the quality into your programs. And that begins, you guys, with laying the right foundation, which I've got ready for you inside of our Spring 2019 How to Get Started Academy. So links are below. I will see you guys in the pop-up group tomorrow. We got our training tomorrow, so be sure to register for that if you're not, so you can hop in there. We'll be doing a training tomorrow, and I hope you guys have a great day. All right, I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much for joining. Bye.